Let's go ahead and lie on our backs to start. I'll resist the urge to just curl up into a ball and rock back and forth. Okay, if you have a folded blanket or a block, whatever your preferred prop for opening the heart a bit. So find your favorite way. Today, as often for me, it's going to be feet on the ground, knees pointed up to the sky, spine unrolling on a folded blanket, but nothing too intense. And my head is also supported by this blanket. Some people like for their head to kind of drop off the back of it. From no sound to hopefully not sneezing in your ears. Good day, friends. Okay. Getting yourself settled in, and then with the arms outstretched in whatever way works for your body, then we can bring our hands into that Kubera Mudra. So thumbs, index fingers, middle fingers all gently coming together. Your ring and pinky fingers could be extended out. I usually like mine to just relaxed, kind of curl in. Good. Breathing. Imagining that you're breathing into an opening heart space. Yesterday, we asked ourselves, imagine what would happen if each time we took something, we gave something back. Today, we'll work with the thought we need to take time to rest and to reflect and to contemplate. Take time to rest and to reflect and to contemplate. This is a way that we can practice not stealing the experience of our existence from ourselves. If we're just rushing through everything, one thing after another, which is, I know, the tendency for lots of us, and that's certainly what society encourages here at least. So we are going counterculture, giving ourselves time to rest. Checking in with yourself. We're at the halfway point of this third month of what still feels like the new year. You can ask yourself, am I taking care? You're here now, so that's a great sign. Maybe there's some other way today or this week or weekend that you could really nurture and nourish yourself. And if that means that you want to spend the next 20 some minutes exactly how you are in a gentle, supported back bend, you can stay there. Otherwise, let's start putting our feet on the ground and then rocking the legs side to side. So a little bit of twist while the spine's still in this little bit of an arch or back bend. If you're laying on a prop, it's fine if you're not. Let the legs sway side to side another time or two. Good, then let's roll onto one side and press ourselves up. If you used a prop, you can set that out of the way. And then if you've got a block, go ahead and grab that, squeeze it between your legs. If you've got a strap, grab that. We'll hold it lightly in our hands. We will be on our knees for a little bit. I know some of us do like a blanket for that too. So maybe we're using all of the things right now. And then making do with or without any of these things, but I'll say squeeze the block. Hold the strap lightly in your hands. And on an inhale, reach the arms and the strap up and back without pushing it at all. And then down. Inhaling, reaching up and back just to the degree that feels good. And down. Keep going. Okay, the next time your arms come up, we'll pause there. You might even point the fingertips up to the sky so that we're not gripping unnecessarily, creating tension we don't need. All right, then we'll press the tops of the feet down into the ground, squeezing the thighs towards each other. Hug the core muscles in. Stretch the arms up, up, up. Big inhale. Exhale, hinge over to your right side. Good. Imagine that your left knee, left shin, top of foot are all really rooting down. So we're trying to feel a lot of stretch sensation through the left side body. And at the same time, we can notice that the right side is shortening, compressing. You might look down, maybe pull the head back in space a little bit. Maybe you're good with looking up. One more breath. And as you exhale, core engages, come to neutral. Let's give the shoulders a break. Drop the arms down, squeeze them up, roll them back and down. Do that a few times, maybe a couple twists. Okay, as you're ready, stretch the arms up. Remember, fingertips can point to the sky, so we're a little less likely to grip so hard. Tops of the feet, shins, knees, rooting down. Let's engage the core. You could even imagine lengthening the low back. Lift the heart, shrug the shoulders up. Inhale. Exhale, hinge over to your left side. Imagine the right knee and lower leg really pressing down into the ground. Up and over. Maybe you look down. Maybe you look up. Can the breath be really full, really intentional? And breathing, come back to neutral. Go ahead and set the strap down. You could set it aside. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. And then we'll do some backstroking. So you might do it with the arm bent, really focusing on just using the shoulder. Or you might be able to stretch the arms up. And it's fine to let the spine twist a bit as you do this. You could play with it, keeping the chest facing forward, trying to really isolate the movements. Notice if we're swaying into the low back, try to engage the core, squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward. And then we'll switch directions of these circling arms. Okay, let's sweep the arms up. Big breath in, hook the thumbs. Keep pulling up, keep breathing in. Exhale, sweep the arms out wide and lower down. We might have to negotiate with the block, sitting on the heels for a moment. Inhale, come up, stretch the arms up, hook the thumbs, keep pulling the fingertips up, keep sucking air in. And exhale, lower down. We'll do that one more time. Try hooking the thumbs the opposite ways. Inhale, coming up, hook the thumbs, keep breathing as you pull up. Exhale, lower down. Take a breath. We'll try that again, and this time we'll start trying to add a back bend. So inhale, coming up, hooking the thumbs, breathing in, squeeze the glutes to press the hips forward. Breathe as you arch up and back. And exhale, lower down. We can remove the block if it was there. Take a moment here in rock pose or hero's pose. Core can be engaged. It's a nice way to help counteract if the low back is saying anything to you. Imagine sitting up as tall as you can. Breathing in, breathing out. Take a little twist to your right and a little twist to your left. Good. Let's come on down to our bellies. All right, and as always, if you need to just rest here, then do that. Otherwise, we'll stretch the arms in front of us like Superman. Inhale to lift the heart off of the ground as much as you can. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, maybe add the legs. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift. This time, hover. Keep breathing. You can spread the toes and the fingers wide. Get a stretch through your extremities. Maybe give them a wiggle. And notice if the chin is really jutting forward, maybe we draw it back in space a bit, keeping some space on the back of the neck. Another inhale. And exhale, give yourself a break. One more breath here. Imagine sending that breath all the way down to the belly, trying to expand the low back. And then hands alongside your chest, press yourself up and back into a child's pose. Enter gently. We've done a lot of back bending, and now we're asking our spine to go the other way. Bring your hands on either side of your chest. Your head. So hands on either side of your head. Push your hands in and lightly roll forward onto the crown of the head. So we're not putting hardly any pressure on the crown. And then come back to forehead, hips down. Go forwards and backwards like this a few times. So this is passing through rabbit pose. Good. Go ahead and stretch your arms long, come up to tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Taking any movement that feels good here, which can include flowing or opting out. From your forward fold, walk the feet up to the top of the mat. We'll hang in this forward fold for a while. You can bend the knees softly. So we're stretching the back line of the body. Let's try to let the head get really heavy. You could bring your hands back behind your legs, holding onto your hands or arms, adding just a little bit of leverage. Remember, we don't need to force anything. We're inviting space, not forcing it. On an inhale, go ahead and release that lift up halfway. Lift the head and look around. Lower back down. Inhale, rising up, stretching to the sky. And exhale, arms by your sides. Stand tall for a couple of breaths, letting yourself readjust. Upright for the first time in a while. Good. Breathing in, we'll reach up. Keep the arms up as you breathe out. Lean back a little bit. Stay in your back bend. Inhale. Exhale, slow motion, swan dive. Engage the core, bend the knees, get yourself there gently into a forward fold. On your inhale, twist open to the right. Right arm could reach to the sky. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, fold back down. Now, hands to the ground, right foot steps back, right knee drops to the ground. If you like using blocks, you know this is where I like them. Reaching for those blocks so that we can pull the heart forward. Imagine the collarbones getting really broad, shoulder blades hugging together. Maybe look up. And after a breath or so, try doing the opposite. So try rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, press the heart forward, arching the spine, and then rounding the spine. Do that one more time and just notice where you feel sensations moving around. Okay, hands coming down to the ground. Let's step ourselves back into plank pose. Push the ground away. Remember, we can always come to fists if needed or lower the knees so it's not quite so intense. Let's walk the feet out as wide as the mat and then walk the feet right next to each other. Do that again, feet wide, core engaged, and feet next to each other. One more time. Okay, lower the knees, lower on down. Point your toes back. Hands light on the ground, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, find your cobra pose. Another breath here. And release, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's try three-legged dog, right leg lifting up and back as best you can. Look forward between your hands, take a big breath in. On your exhale, round the spine as you come forward, shoulders over wrists, right knee towards your nose. You can even drop your head, try to get them to meet, and then step that right foot forward, drop the left knee. If you like blocks, go ahead and grab them. Broaden the collarbones, pull the heart forward. So the hips are sinking low, the heart is lifting up. Take another breath here, back bending. And then round the spine. Chin towards chest, imagine tucking the tailbone. You could push the hands into the blocks or the ground. Inhale, back bend, front of the heart opens up. Exhale, round, back of the heart opens up. Again. And then come through neutral. Tuck your left toes. Might move the hands forward a bit, and then we'll just take a giant step up into forward fold. On your inhale, rise all the way up. You can hook thumbs at the top, pull up a little bit more, find a back bend. I like to bend my elbows sometimes too, just trying to get some opening through the chest. And then mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, stretch to the sky. Exhaling, fold to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold down. Hands to the ground, left foot steps back and out. Warrior one. So we're rising up, arms reaching to the sky, feet firmly planted. Open the arms out wider now, as wide as your space will let you. Lift the heart, keep the core engaged. We don't want to do it all from our low back. We want to just try to open up the top of the chest, top of the spine. You could stay here or bring your hands back behind you, interlacing your fingers, rolling your shoulders back, and taking a humble warrior, bowing forward. We'll all meet in a nice classic warrior one. Big breath in. And exhale, hands to the ground. Find plank pose. Optional from plank, bring your feet out wide as the mat. Bring them back together. Walk the feet out wide. Bring them back together. Maybe this next one you hop the feet wide. Hop them back together. Take a breath in. And breathe out, lowering down. Pointing your toes back. On an inhale, find a little cobra pose. On an exhale, lower down. We'll do a couple more. So my wrists have been feeling pretty exhausted lately. So I'm flipping my palms up towards the sky right now, getting the tops of the hands on the mat so they're getting a little bit of a stretch too as I lift up for cobra. Give yourself one more breath. And then hands to the ground, downward facing dog. couple of breaths. If your body is craving a flow, then give yourself what you crave. And from down dog, let's shift the weight to the right leg, lighten the left foot, lift it up and back the best you can. And then plank pose, left knee towards your nose. Really try to make them meet. And step the left foot to the top of the mat. Step the right foot out so we can rise up to warrior one. Good. As you get there, we can appreciate the strength, whatever steadiness our legs have available for us today. Reaching up, 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 and then out. Lifting the heart. Open through the chest, open through the arms. You could stay here or sweep the arms back behind you, interlacing the fingers, maybe trying the less familiar feeling way, and then bowing forward and down into a humble warrior. A few breaths wherever you're taking it. One more breath, let it really be full. No rushing it. And then the hands will come to the ground. Oops, let's find a regular warrior one. There we go. Rebalance a bit. Good. Coming upright, stretching the arms up, engaging the core, feeling steady. Now you can bring your hands to the ground if you want, or see if you could just take a giant step up to the top of the mat and into mountain pose. You could stay as you are, or you might take a wider stance. Open the arms out wide. We'll really focus on the arms here. Palms towards the sky. Spread your fingers wide and see if you can notice stretch sensation between your fingers in that webbing area. After a breath or two of that, let's slowly start to flex the wrists. Fingertips point down. And then left arm reaches up, right arm reaches down. Come back to neutral. Switch the arms so that the wrists or the fingers point up. There we go. Breathing here. Lift the right arm, lower the left arm, reaching up and over. And come back to neutral. Keeping your wrists like this. Rotate the arms so the fingertips point forward and then down. And maybe even back. Maybe even up again. And then rotate all the way the other way. And drop the arms. Pause and just notice any residual sensation. All right, just very quickly, we'll do one more thing here. From the top of your mat, feet rooting into the ground, send the weight into your right leg. Engage the glutes, balancing on the right leg. This might be where you stay. Maybe you kick the left foot back in space. And if you can catch the left foot or pant leg, go for it. You might stretch the right arm up. And some people like to hinge, hinging at the hips. So wherever you are, it's a version of Natarajasana, dancer pose, or cosmic dancer. And then we'll just release it, pause and notice. Shift the weight into your left leg, engage the glutes. Kick the right foot back in space if you can, as much as you can. Maybe the right hand catches the right foot or ankle, and the left arm can stretch up like a counterbalance. And breathing, if you like to hinge forward or kick the leg back more, go for it. Breathing, imagining we're involved in this cosmic dance of existence. And slowly, let's go ahead and release. Coming to neutral, noticing. All right, go ahead and come on down to your mat. If you wanted another supported back bend, you can set yourself up for it. Maybe you're ready to just rest as you are. Always a good thing to do. If your body needs a little twisting side to side, you can give that to yourself as you're settling in. Eventually, we'll fall into stillness. A friendly reminder that it is Wednesday, so if you have time to practice some meditation, you're welcome to stay afterwards. We'll stay about 10 minutes. If not, you're welcome to depart when I ring the bell in a couple of minutes. You're welcome to listen to what I'm reading or just let my voice float through your awareness. Expanding on the statement that we need to take time to rest and to reflect and to contemplate. All self-sabotage, lack of belief in ourselves, low self-esteem, judgments, criticism, and demands for perfection are forms of self-abuse in which we destroy the very essence of our vitality. All the ways we live in the past or future steal from ourselves today. And all the ways we put up fences, whether real or imagined, around our physical belongings or around our mental idealisms, we put up barriers that steal from the full expansion of our own lives. We're captured in a culture where our very identity is tied up with our accomplishments. In this rush to get to the next thing, we have no time left for ourselves to digest and assimilate our lives. This may be our biggest theft of all. We need time to catch up with ourselves. We need time to chew and ponder and allow the experiences of life to integrate within us. We need time to rest and to reflect and to contemplate. Taking your time, coming back to an easy seat. If it's time for you to go, then heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself, taking care of yourself and others. Thanks. If you have time to stay for some mindfulness meditation, then please do join me. We'll be doing some Brahmari pranayam, some humming. I've been reading more, just remembering how incredible humming and vibration is for our nervous system, for our brains and bodies. So we'll get into that. So if you are new to it, I'll demonstrate just for one breath. We'd exhale as long as we can. So to get into this, we will be kind of losing our ability to hear and see each other. You can always peek if needed, but the idea is that your thumbs close this little tab of the ears, closing out outside sound. Index fingers lightly rest above the eyelids. And then we've got, fingers above the eyebrows, middle fingers lightly above the eyelids, ring fingers lightly above the lips, pinky fingers below the lips. And so we've created a little cocoon for ourselves. If that feels like too much or you don't want your hands on your face, you could also just close your ears. That's okay. All right, and then we'll breathe in through the nose. And when you hum, have the teeth be so close that they chatter a little bit with the exhale vibration. And that creates a humming bee sort of sound. And so we'll do this for about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Basically, go until you've had enough. I will ring the bell in hopes that you can hear it when we're done. All right, give it a try to see what happens if we really just stick with this and block out the outside world, really get into our inner world. I'll see you in a few minutes. Releasing your Brahmari pranayam and moving into mindfulness meditation. So sitting tall, resting the hands in the lap or taking Kubera Mudra, whatever is comfortable to you. Noticing any sensations that come up, starting with the physical plane. Trying not to tell a story about the sensations you find. Just noticing them, letting them be, observing how they might transform. Turning your attention to the area of the nostrils, noticing the feeling of breath. You might be aware of other sensations in the body associated with the breath, but let's try to keep our attention just here at the nostrils. Notice how you can let thoughts arise and drift away without engaging with them. Soft breath. Anytime you become aware of tension in the body, rather than trying to force it to leave, you can turn your attention to it gently. Maybe even smile at it. Offer it love. Offer it space. Offer it softening. And turning back to the breath. Let's breathe in. Pause. Breathe out. Pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. If you'd like to close this time by chanting Om, we'll bring the hands together at the heart. Full breath in. Deep bow of gratitude. Thank you for sharing your time and your efforts. I look forward to sharing with you again tomorrow.